Hi, everyone. So today I thought what I'd talk about is a project that we've been doing over the last year at Method. And it might seem a little irrelevant on the surface and maybe even a little boring compared to some of the other speakers, but I think that the technology I'm going to talk about that we've piloted with this program really stands to shift an entire industry, and I think that's what's inspirational about it. We've all seen these type of packages, right? This is like a wipes package. Method launched this in about 2004. It's like a polyethylene base and a polypropylene cap. It's a lot of packaging. It only has 30 wipes in it, and it has one of those really nasty little sphincters in it that catches your finger. We get people write to us about this all the time. The good thing about it is that it's 100% recyclable, the package. The bad news is it's a pretty poor user experience, and when the chance came to redesign this package, we jumped at it from Method's perspective. And where we ended up was looking at these packages, right? Now, if anyone has kids in diapers, you'll know these sort of packages. These are what all the butt wipes come in. And it's obviously a much less material than the canister. And it's also a much better user experience. You have the little button, and you can pull these things out, and it's all great. The problem with these packages is that they're not recyclable. And the reason for that is that the way this material is made, it's a sandwich of like many different materials. It's like in case you were wondering, an oriented polypropylene adhesive and then linear low density polyethylene, all sandwiched together. And because you can't separate those things at the recycling center, this thing ends up in landfill. Now, Method, we have very strict environmental design guidelines, which would normally not allow you to launch packaging like this. And it should be a non-starter for us. But what we did when we looked at these two packages is we ran a full life cycle analysis on them. And what we found out was kind of expected, but a little bit surprising. We found out that this package requires about 1/3 less energy to produce than this package. And we also found out that this package also releases about 65% less greenhouse gases when you manufacture it than this package. So this kind of confronted us with a bit of a dilemma, because even when you factor in the fact that this is recyclable, and even when you factor in that this is made with a lot of recycled content in the plastic, and even when you factor in that 100% of these end up in landfill, this is still a better environmental solution when you look across the entire life cycle. And Method being Method, we decided, even though it's a really hard consumer story to tell anyone, that we were going to launch the more environmental package. So you can imagine we're trying to figure out how we can tell consumers about this. We weren't happy about telling people that and trying to explain to them that what you throw in the trash is actually better for the environment than recycling something. And we thought of all these crazy ideas, and one of them was we actually approached the US Postal Service and we asked them to figure out a way how we could mail these in the post, and we were going to print stamps on the back of them and have them have like 1 million of these mailed back to Method, and we were trying to figure out some way to recycle them, make park benches or something like that of them, but it seemed kind of crazy. And in the end, what we decided to do is confront the problem directly. This is not working out very well. Anyway. So what we did anyway was that we partnered with a vendor who we were working with this for, and we developed the world's first 100% recyclable flexible film pouch, right? And it looks like this, which is exactly the same. Except that it has number 5 on it. So now remember all the layers I was talking about before? Now all the layers now are all of the same material, except we've done some tricks with it to make it work for us. And this, which is polypropylene, and this fitment is also the same material, polypropylene. So even though it's all different looking, it's all one material, and we can put a recycle code number 5 on the back of that thing. So now we have a package that's less energy to produce, better for the environment, better to use, there's no finger pinchers or anything like that. And when you're finished with it, you can toss it in the recycle bin and feel okay about it. The only problem is that because we're the only people doing this right now, is that they still get regarded as contaminants in the recycle stream and get pulled out and landfilled anyway. But the good news is that Method has no rights to this technology. It's open to everyone to use. So eventually, we think most wipes pouches will be made this way. And eventually, when that happens, then the recycle people will collect and recycle these and divert them from the waste stream. And that's I think, a really inspirational thing that a little company like Method can push a change like this through and really make a real difference in the industry. And that's what I think is inspirational. Thanks very much.